ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tar Heels offense will go to work first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It smothers. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Quick release on the RPO. At the 40, there he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Burt. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the RPO, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Blue Devils offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down play from the gun. Grab near the marker. It's Tracy. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. On the run, it Smothers. Breaks into the open. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage. Sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. to the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. The sure hands, it's Brown. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Snagged out of the air. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. All the way back to the 15. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Ship. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Touch pass on the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, North Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Complete to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw again. He's got him in the flat. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Little. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Blue Devils have moved it inside the 20. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out route. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Warren. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Look out, he's got room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, North Carolina.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half. So
makes the grab. Touchdown, UNC! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
That's caught. It's Warren. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Tracy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Here's a heat. Buys a little time with his feet. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Blue Devils are on the move. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. He shanked it. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle at Ship. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That last completion sets him up on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and still on his feet. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it down and run. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
45-7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Still looking on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. First play of the drive wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Throws to the tight end. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Pulls and fires complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Absolutely center cut. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Mahan. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. Here's the return. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UNC! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with his back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting...
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He has the first and still on his feet.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep.